Money is not far away because the number is small. It feels far away because you keep introducing yourself to it as the person it leaves. That is the quiet mistake. You do not only think about money, you give money a position in your life. You call it stressful. You call it unreliable. You call it something that arrives late and disappears fast. Then you wonder why your body tightens every time money is mentioned. Your nervous system is reacting to the meaning you keep attaching to it. Neville Goddard would take you beneath the surface. He would not begin with the wallet, the paycheck, or the bill. He would begin with the one who is speaking. Because your words reveal the state you are living from. A poor sentence is never just a sentence. It is a small confession of identity. When you say, "Money never stays with me," you are not predicting the future. You are accepting a role. When you say, "I always have enough to handle my life," you are not lying to yourself. You are choosing a different financial self. This is not about shouting affirmations over fear. It is about changing the atmosphere from which your words arise. There was a man named Marcus who made decent money, but never felt like he had money. Every payday felt like a short visit from a guest he expected to lose. Before the paycheck even arrived, he had already spent it in his imagination. He saw rent, groceries, debt, repairs, emergencies, and the same old sentence. "It's gone already," he would say, and that sentence became his financial weather. Even when he earned more, he still felt chased by shortage. The amount changed, but the state did not. One Friday, Marcus received an unexpected payment from a client. It was more than he expected, and for a few minutes he felt relief. Then the old state returned. His mind immediately searched for what would go wrong next. He imagined a car issue. He expected a late fee. He waited for a surprise expense that would take it all away. Nothing had happened yet, but inside, he had already dismissed the money. That evening, he sat in his car outside the grocery store and caught the pattern clearly. Money was not the only thing leaving. His identity was leaving first. The moment money appeared, he became the man preparing for loss. So he did something simple. Before checking his account, he chose the inner title he would answer to. He was not desperate, behind, or unlucky with money. He was steady. That was the word that changed him. Not because the word had power by itself, but because he entered the state behind it. A steady man could look at a bill without collapsing. A steady man could receive money without immediately expecting it to vanish. A steady man could make decisions without panic. A steady man could follow up, negotiate, save, and spend without shame. For the next week, Marcus practiced one thing. He stopped speaking about money from the old identity. When a bill came in, he did not call it disaster. He handled it as someone who had authority. When income arrived, he did not mentally say goodbye to it. He paused and let himself feel, "This belongs in my life." When he sent invoices, he stopped adding nervous explanations. His tone became cleaner because his state became cleaner. Then his actions changed. He raised a rate he had been afraid to raise. He followed up with 2 clients he had been avoiding. He organized his accounts without turning the task into emotional punishment. Within a month, his income improved. But that was not the first miracle. The first miracle was that money stopped feeling like a threat. It began to feel normal. That is the shift. Wealth becomes easier to receive when you no longer make it emotionally unfamiliar. You can want increase and still identify with barely enough. You can say the right words and still return to the old financial name. Neville's principle is direct. You do not manifest what you occasionally request. You manifest the state you repeatedly accept as yourself. Your inner speech is one of the clearest signs of that acceptance. So listen closely to how you speak when money appears. Not when you are calm, but when the bill is due. Listen to how you speak when the account looks low. Listen to the sentence that rises before you have time to edit it. That sentence is showing you the state. Do not fight it, and do not worship it. Replace the identity underneath it. Become the one for whom supply is not shocking. Say less from fear. Say more from settled ownership. It is not loud ownership. It is quiet ownership. It says, "I can meet this." It says, "Money is allowed to remain with me." It says, "Increase is normal here." It says, "I do not have to panic to be provided for." This is how your relationship with money changes. Not by pretending numbers do not matter, but by refusing to let numbers name you. A balance can show an amount. It cannot tell you who you are. A bill can request payment. It cannot declare your future. A delay can appear. It cannot cancel your financial identity unless you hand it that authority. Your private language is sacred because it trains expectation. Expectation trains behavior. So stop speaking as though money is a rare exception. Stop speaking as though every dollar is already halfway gone. Speak from the self who is financially at home. Speak from the self who can receive without fear and manage without resentment. Then let your ordinary day become the practice. Pay something from peace. Open the app from steadiness. Discuss money without shrinking. Charge your price without apology. Receive payment without guilt. This is not greed. This is alignment with a state where supply is natural. Money does not need to be worshipped. It needs to stop being feared. Once fear leaves your language, authority enters it. Once authority enters your language, your financial world begins to reorganize around a different you. That different you is the real command. It is not the phrase, the technique, or the performance. The command is the identity speaking through all of it. The command is who you are when you talk about money without flinching. So today, listen to the name you have been answering to. Then choose another one. Choose to feel supplied, capable, and steady. Choose the version of you who does not beg money to prove safety. Choose the version who carries safety first. And from that state, speak. Speak not as the one trying to escape lack. Speak as the one who has finally stopped belonging to it. That is how wealth begins to feel normal before it appears normal. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because what you learn next could change your life.